We are now just over a week away from California's special election, and today we begin a deep dive into Proposition 50, the only statewide item on the November 4th ballot. And we want to talk about why it matters to you, voters here in the central San Joaquin Valley. Now, this is what the map looks like right now. California's current U.S. House district lines are drawn every 10 years by the Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission. This is what it looks like right now. We've got the 13th district, the 5th district, 21st, 22nd, and 20. A yes vote on Prop 50 would shift the authority temporarily to the legislature starting in 2026 until using new maps until after the 2030 census. Again, that is what it looks like if it winds up passing. A no vote means the commission's maps stay unchanged for this decade. Backers say this is an emergency response to partisan map drawing in states like Texas, where congressional lines were redrawn mid-cycle. Opponents say Prop 50 hands power back to lawmakers and rolls back California's map drawing reforms. Now let's go back to that commission we talked about moments ago. Back in 2001, California lawmakers from both parties quietly struck a deal. You don't challenge my district, I won't challenge yours. The result? Practically every incumbent kept their seat for the next decade. Public trust in the process collapsed. So voters passed Proposition 11 in 2008, known as the Voters First Act. It created a new 14-member Citizens Redistricting Commission. We're talking regular Californians, 5 Democrats, 5 Republicans, 4 independents. They initially worked on state assembly and state senate districts. 2 years later, in 2010, voters doubled down with Prop 20, expanding that power to include congressional districts. Supporters, including reform groups, and former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger said that this would bring transparency and fairness. The commission first drew maps in 2011 following the U.S. Census. For the first time, the public was able to watch the process in real time. Every meeting, every draft map, every vote open to the public. Districts were drawn around communities of interest and not political power. And it showed. Several longtime incumbents lost re-election under the new maps. The system's been in place ever since. The commission redrew the maps again in 2021, and experts say this is now a national model for independent redistricting, inspiring similar commissions in places like Michigan and Colorado. California's rules are simple. Keep districts equal in population, protect voting rights, respect local communities, and don't favor any party or politician. It's a system that's built on one idea, that voters should choose their politicians and not the other way around. Over the rest of the week, we're going to be looking at both sides of this measure, how it touches voters locally, and who's spending the money, and what happens after the vote. Which brings us to our question of the day. Do you support the effort to temporarily redraw California district lines? Yes or no? You can scan the QR code on your screen. We made this really simple. You can scan that with your cell phone, or you can head to kmph.com/poll to add your vote. We're going to be checking in on these results throughout the morning and all week long leading up to the special election. But right now we see that just changed in real time. 38% of you are saying yes, 62% of you are saying no. During the 6 o'clock hour, 100% were saying yes. So we'll continue to follow this for you throughout the morning and again, all week long. Meantime, tens of thousands in the central San Joaquin Valley have already turned in their ballots. Let's take a look at the latest figures from the Secretary of State's office. In Fresno County, more than 84,000 ballots have been cast out of 535,000 that were issued. About 15% are in. Nearly 12,000 ballots have been returned in Kings County. That's roughly 19%. In Madera County, more than 16,000 ballots have been turned in, 19% or so. Merced County voters have that was Madera County, rather. Merced County voters have returned more than 21,000 ballots. 137,000 had been issued there, so roughly 15% are in. In Mariposa County, voters have already returned more than 3,400 ballots. Almost 28% are in. And in Tulare County, more than 33,000 ballots are in. That's almost 15%.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres with Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.